the freshest.
So I think, because I was just reading, we were reading a few articles on
the most influential artists of the decades and the best 10 artists of the last 10 years, and it's interesting to see what people's take is.
Like CNN was writing about it. I forgot the name of the writer. I wanted to shout her out, but whatever. And Wired.
Good work.
Yeah, I forgot. Wired as well wrote some stuff, and they're all very similar. Like the list that they had were all very similar, and I kind of agree with it. To most of it, I actually liked CNN ones better because one of the things they mentioned that people forget to mention is Metro Boomin's
Moving once a month.
incredible impact on the hip hop industry.
Huge
in the last 7-8 years. I wouldn't give him the decade because he's too young.
But he made so much in the past, let's say 6 years, the past 5 years, that it actually amounts for a lot of progress.
Dude, it's unbelievable.
It amounts for 10 years of work.
Then it's also been a really interesting decade because we've had the surge of K-pop.
Oh my God, yes.
You've had the surge of BTS.
Out of nowhere. Yeah,
so
definitely.
That was part of the list. But it was very interesting to hear that they have solidified themselves as an artist of the decade, BTS, because that it just shows how big of a move K-pop is.
Definitely,
totally. And it also shows how much of numbers wise those guys bring in. That it's undisputed. It's you can't debate against the fact that they have made that much of an impact in a decade.
Absolutely.
And people are not even mentioning in those lists. They're not even mentioning One Direction's Little Mix.
No. They
Harmony.
changed the group singing game. They just changed the whole pop game overall.
Because One Direction was this decade, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
They lived and died this year.
Yeah, it was 2009. I think that's when they came out of X Factor, and then 2010 or 11.
I feel like it was all in this decade.
It definitely was all in this decade.
10 years is a long ass time.
10 years is a whole little person's life span. that makes
true. That's true. That's
how I think. That's how I think about time. Because sometimes I think, 5 years, but then I see a 5-year-old and I think, damn, 5 years.
Yeah. 6 years ago, you were nothing.
Yeah, literally. You weren't even here.
Yeah, children scare me.
Yeah, children are weird.
What was I gonna say?
Time is weird.
Yeah, time is very strange.
It weirds me out a bit sometimes.
Do you remember this time last year?
No, stop it. My brain keeps going scrambled with that freaking sentence.
No, but think about it though. 10 years ago, you were 14.
10 years ago, I was 4. Yeah? Yes, I was.
I was 11.
Dude,
That's
I was
nuts.
14 years old.
That is insane. At 11 years old,
ago.
the world is just so different.
When you're 14, everything seems
Emo.
like such a big... everything seems like so big.
You're just sad all the time.
Everything just seems so dramatically full of sadness and heartbreak.
Yeah.
And vampires were a thing.
Yeah, hence why you probably went for the emo stage. Everyone wanted to be like Kristen Stewart.
Oh, yeah. I didn't want to be her, though. I always thought she was weird.
I always thought she was in acting. That's just her.
Well, do you actually think in real life she's a little bit like
she's
that?
probably just crazy enough to think that Twilight was her reality. Convince herself, and then she just because if you see her in interviews, she is like that. She's actually like that.
La misma Comenao.
Yeah. I like her. She's a great actress.
I like her acting too.
She is hilarious, bro. Like when it comes to how she is, personality-wise.
I think that's what made her, really. The fact that she's like that.
She was perfect for that
role.
Yeah. But Twilight wasn't this decade.
Yeah, Twilight was 2008.
That's not this decade. That's 2 years before this decade.
Ah, okay.
Or last decade, this decade, I don't know. 2010s to 2020.
No. Yeah. No, you're right. But the first Twilight movie was in 2008.
Okay. Yeah, but still, it still blossomed.
Yeah, but True Blood. True Blood came out in 2008 too.
Really?
I think so.
Oh.
Or 2009. I just know that the whole beginning of the last decade, it was all about vampires, bloods, and werewolves.
Oh, mate, can we on track? All right, the music
Sorry.
The music bit.
I was just so obsessed with that.
Yeah, it was. But here's the thing. I just wanted to get this across because the list is really, really...
long.
No, it's not long. It's just... it makes sense. You know what I mean?
Okay, go
and I also
ahead.
want to see what people think about it.
Okay, shoot me. What's
So it goes.
the like the most.
This is
influential...
Wyatt's version, yeah, Wyatt. So
Word.
they said that it went like this,
Okay.
in no particular order.
Okay.
Yes, or perhaps it is in an order.
I think it might have. They have an order.
So it goes number 1, Beyonce.
Well, hands down. She's the
I
queen.
think she did. This was the decade of her best decade, right?
Solidifying her name, her household name.
Yeah, that she is now a
Reigning
monster.
in her kingdom.
Yeah, exactly. She now is a queen.
Yeah.
For sure. You know, like before, maybe people went too sure, but now she for sure is. Jay-Z is also. He wasn't in that list, but Beyonce and Jay-Z are sort of like one person.
They are. It's incredible.
You know, and
their
their success.
It's just
It's
groundbreaking.
nuts. Individually and as a pair and as a couple.
No, well, individually is like amazing, and then they put them together, and you're like, wow, how?
Yeah, and then they also had all those scandals, didn't they? Of like
Yeah.
Jay-Z cheated on her or something like
Yeah.
that. But gladly, all of that swept away. Number 2, again, this is not actually how they said it 1, 2, 3, but this is the order it comes on, but it doesn't give them the number, so maybe I shouldn't say number 2, but number 2, BTS.
BTS, but then again, BTS came, like, they reign.
Did they have an impactful enough decade that they should be in the same level as Beyonce?
Woo! Dude,
That's what I'm saying. So maybe it's not
big
particular.
words. Those are big words.
because-
I actually think BTS sold more than Beyonce this decade.
That's nuts.
I actually think so, dude.
Jesus.
I don't want to I don't want to talk crap, but I have a feeling.
You have
My
a feeling.
gut feeling tells me that BTS might have sold a little bit more than
Yeah, because
Beyonce.
they
this
went on
decade.
the up, isn't it?
Yeah.
Beyonce was sort of like she hasn't plateaued, but she's been in the top for such a long time.
Yeah. So I actually think BTS, because of their fandom is just so so
That-
hardcore. They're like anything that they come out with is like, we're here for it.
That is one of the most interesting things about K-pop.
Yeah, the fandoms are mind-blowingly amazing. Like, it just blows my mind every single time I talk about it. So I actually think, numbers-wise, I think BTS might have sold a little bit more than Beyonce.
Let us know. I'm pretty sure people will let us know.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
I'm not mad about it.
No, and I'm not throwing shade at Beyonce either, because she's the queen, the only queen. Like,
Yeah, you like her a lot. Yeah.
you got to give her credit because she is amazing. Like what she stands for, like her ideals, her music, overall, she's just great. So I'm not trying to throw shade, but I actually personally feel like by getting to know the BTS army and the fandom and how it works,
Especially because now we've dipped our toes in the K-pop world.
Because of that, I actually kind of want to say that they've sold a bit more.
Wouldn't surprise me.
than-
They'd probably
than
be more
Beyonce.
active than her
I think that's true. I think that's
towards the latter stages of the
decade. Yeah. I agree.
All right, so it goes Beyonce, BTS, then it goes Drake, which I think is rightfully there.
Drake blew up this decade. Drake was like
This was
the
Drake's decade.
artist
Yeah.
of the decade.
To me, this was Drake's decade.
Yeah, agreed.
You know, and I was never that big of a Drake fan.
Yeah, but then there's also Frank Ocean, and I think
Oh, he's in
Frank
there.
Ocean. See?
Yeah, he's in
I
there.
know, but Frank Ocean was like, he's only released like 2-3 albums. Am I right?
Two full-length albums.
Dude, how can you make it to the artist of the decade with only 2 freaking albums?
Yeah, but
that says something.
he was also someone that made so much noise, not only because of the fact that it turns out some of his lyrics were towards men, but and then he was one of the first open people to come
in the
out.
R&B industry.
Yeah, in the
to
R&B
come out.
industry, which is for men is like the most masculine industry because
It's
you're
true,
singing
yeah.
romance songs to women, sex songs, all of that stuff. So for him to come out and be like, "Hey, this isn't for a woman," right? People were like, "Holy sh!" You know what I mean? I was one of them. Oh boy.
You're like, what?
Yeah. Oh boy. But it was like I think that didn't help him, but that openness and that willingness for him to express what he actually meant through those lyrics, I think it definitely increased the amount of attention he had because it just makes him an anomaly in the R&B. The
No,
R&B world.
but his music, his work, it's outstanding. I always
it's
admire
good.
his flow, like the way he put things into words. I've always really liked his music.
I've
too.
never been a big
So
fan. I've never been like a hardcore fan.
Yeah,
but
no,
he's good.
I think I've always really liked Frank Ocean, Drake in the same playlist as well.
Yeah, so I think Drake I think we spoke about it the other time.
Drake, Rihanna, Frank Ocean in the same playlist.
Yeah, true, yeah. But the thing is, Drake would be one of the latest additions to that playlist.
Agreed.
Because he was never that mainstream. He was getting millions of views online. He was getting hits, but he was never on the Billboard.
Wasn't he huge on Tumblr or something like that?
Not sure. I've never been on Tumblr, so I don't know
I
what
think he was
the world
like
in Tumblr looks
huge
like.
on Tumblr.
Should we be on Tumblr?
I think that's where like people go and like write their. It's like Reddit.
What I've heard. I'm confused now.
Yeah, same.
I don't know which one's which. I don't know. What I've heard.
Reddit is like to like write reviews and stuff,
Really?
but like Tumblr is like to
Memes.
like no, it's like a diary. It's like where you can like go write your thoughts about life, and it's all anonymous. You don't have to be a person.
Isn't that thing Quora? That's questions, isn't it?
No, Quora is just for questions. Dude, this thing.
There's so much
like,
social media. I don't know it.
Do you remember the Ask FM?
Yahoo.
No.
Question. Yahoo questions.
Yes.
If you're old enough to remember that, you're an OG.
That's before this decade.
Yeah, hell yeah. Maybe when you typed any question on Google, it was some weirdo answering to you in Yahoo questions.
That's so true.
That's what it was.
Anyways,
Anyways.
go back to the track.
So it was Frank Ocean, Drake, Frank Ocean. And again, Drake, this was the year where like he was on Ellen. This was the decade where he was on Ellen for the first time. Number one with Rihanna.
Dropped the, like Summer 16.
Yeah. That was one of the best summers ever.
Except for that I had a broken back and I was dying. But,
but
apart from that, music-wise, it was a really good summer.
That to me was one of the best summers. Bring back Summer 16, dude. I wish 2020 summer.
Let it go. I don't want to be stuck in a bed anymore.
And then he goes Kanye West, which of course I feel like the previous decade was probably Kanye West as well.
I agree. Actually, I think... Oh, that's so true. Because in 2006, Kanye West was like the dude, the futuristic dude with the futuristic videos that had like all this like side effects and like... It was all very weird.
He was the dude in the 2000s.
Yeah, he was the weird dude in the 2000s.
I thought he was the cool dude in the 2000s.
No, he was weird. He was always weird.
To me now, he's a bit on the eccentric side.
Yeah, he's a bit flamboyant.
Yeah. I just thought the camera stopped recording. So she said that word. Oh, too much vocabulary. Kendrick Lamar.
Yes, hands down. Dude, he is the king of lyricism this decade. To me, he is. This decade, he knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, I mean...
Why?
But my question is then, why isn't J. Cole in there?
I don't know. I actually think because Kendrick Lamar probably sold more than J. Cole. I think Kendrick Lamar was already a household name before this decade. And then this decade kind of like solidified his name and who he was and the things he stood for. True. So he really takes it. He really takes that crown in the rap industry for me.
Then he goes, that's for rap. Then he goes, Rihanna.
Yes. Queen Riri.
Which... it is right. It's right that Rihanna would be there. But I have a problem. Because she's been inactive for such a long time. She's been inactive for 3 years, hasn't she?
3 years.
Maybe 4.
Well, her last album was in 2016.
Yeah, what the... you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's 3 years and a bit.
I know. All
That's
the
like
fans...
adding Justin Bieber in this list.
All the fans are like, yep, no. We're so angry.
Yeah. That's like adding Justin Bieber to the list.
Yeah, but
when he's been inactive for such a long time.
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
You know what I mean?
I actually think Justin Bieber has been more active in the music
Probably,
industry
and he has taken a while.
Yeah, than her.
Purpose, break, and now he's coming back.
I don't even know she intends. I don't even think she intends on coming back with a new album.
Rihanna does need to come back though. Her music is. It's a vibe.
It's legendary. Today you listen to her album Anti, and you can listen to every song on repeat, no problem whatsoever.
Yeah, completely agree. Yeah. Then it goes Taylor Swift.
Oh well, yes, because she joined the country and the pop and the drama and the snakes and all into one whole freaking...
Whoa, did you say snakes?
Yeah, in her video. Look what you made me do. She was bathing in a snake.
Oh, right. I thought you called her a snake.
No, no. I have nothing against her.
Yeah. I mean, she was involved in a lot of drama, wasn't
That's
she?
what I mean.
Calvin Harris.
This whole decade was such a
Taylor Swift drama.
Taylor Swift drama. Katy Perry, Kanye West, with freaking Kim Kardashian, and
Really?
yeah, dude, it's so big.
I don't know. I just don't really follow that type of stuff.
Well, I guess it comes with being a girl.
Sure. Here's a question. If you guys would like us to, I always find it hilarious, because especially for someone like me who's a bit clueless, right? But you're more sort of like on that wavelength of like gossip and what's happening in the celebrity world and stuff like that.
Yeah, but
if you'd
I don't
us,
like to talk about gossips about
not
celebrities,
gossips,
though.
but like what's happening. You know what I mean? What's happening? If like not if they fight or anything negative.
But that's what is happening. So if something that big happens, you gotta talk about it. So no, I don't want to be talking about gossips.
Would you like us to cover that type of stuff?
And taking sides. I'm not a journalist. Don't put me there.
Don't really worry about
No.
anyways. Nah, it's not true. Yeah, true.
Hey, hit me up about new music.
Yeah.
Things that you want me to talk about. New music. I'm down.
There was I forgot two. There was Farrell.
Yes.
And then there was Robin.
Because I'm happy, clap along if you feel.
Now, I don't know if that's actually Pharrell Williams. I have no idea if that's Pharrell Williams or just Farrell. I don't know which is which. I always get confused if that's a different person.
I think I just took an L.
I don't know. It could be that. I don't know.
Google it.
Farrell.
Clap along if you feel. That's what you wanna do.
Farrell. Oh, God, I can't spell it.
Happy.
Yeah, it must be him. I mean, there's not another Farrell, is there? Yeah, it's Pharrell Williams.
Well,
I don't know why they didn't
You
put
know what's
Williams.
funny? That guy never ages.
It's true, he's a vampire.
He's like immortal or something.
Yeah.
He like never ages. He's been looking the same since 1999.
Okay, now here is my problema with those lists. Because also CNN's one, Wide one, they're all very similar.
Okay.
Why isn't Chris Brown in there?
Because Chris Brown's controversial.
Most consistent artist of the decade.
Yeah, but he's so controversial, dude. Bringing up Chris Brown's name is like...
Actually, bringing up Chris Brown's name and introducing Rihanna on the list.
Yeah, it's
like...
not only Rihanna, but him by himself has caused a lot of trouble for him, his own name. And not just only the name, but all the times that he's been in jail this decade, like all the allegations.
Been that
much? How many times do you need to go in a decade? I think it's been jail.
No.
Twice this decade?
No. He's been on oh right, so
see what I'm saying? And then
I mean he's had plenty of allegations and plenty
there
of
you go, so many allegations and like
yeah, but it just comes being
so
a celeb.
many drug issues related, and like it's just his name comes with baggage.
It does. And as an artist.
You ask why? I think that's why.
Oh, come on.
I think that's why. I love his music. I don't think anybody has been making music as much as he has in this past decade. I mean, who releases albums with 40 tracks in them? Like 30, it's like a big number already. And then this dude is coming
twice this decade.
It's insanity.
Indigo,
it's insanity.
Heartbreak on a Full Moon.
It's like, I feel like if he's not in the studio recording, he's out getting himself in trouble. So I think that might be the reason why he's like, true. Okay, let's make music. That's it.
Yeah, true. So, I just think he should have been on that list. You know?
Well, you add him to the list. In your opinion.
Yeah. I'm gonna send a strongly worded email.
So yeah, I actually think that list, including Chris Brown, is a pretty big. It's a pretty good.
You were laughing like, oh my god, he's gonna do it.
No, but I also would like, if I would like to add somebody into that list of the 10 the best artists of the decade, I think I would put Lady Gaga in there as well.
Pablo Alborán.
Yeah, but he didn't change the music industry.
What? Well, he didn't change it, but he was a bloody good artist this decade.
No, definitely. I agree. It was his decade, to be honest. Music-wise. Yeah.
Yes.
Agreed. But if I wanted to add somebody, it would be Lady Gaga for me. I think this was the decade where she dressed in meat, changed the whole pop culture, won an Oscar, and Golden Globes, became a renowned and super respected singer and actress. I mean,
Oh yeah.
Lady Gaga really sold it for me.
I should have said Lady Gaga. She was in the list.
She was on the list?
Yeah, she was on the list. Yeah, look, Lady Gaga.
No freaking doubt.
For her wide range of musical ability and her experimental edge.
Yes. What a queen.
Yeah. Boss.
Sup people, if you're a dancer. Sup people, if you're watching this and you're a rapper or a beat producer,
A singer, a ghostwriter, or even just somebody who likes new music,
then this is for you.
Feature Friday is the show where we make new music every week featuring your tracks, your raps, your lyrics, or yourself as an artist.
There's no catch. This isn't one of those weird posts where you click on the website and you're trying to order AirPods and they say it's free and then you have to pay like $100,000 million for shipping. This is completely free. We understand how difficult it is in the music industry to get seen, and there's so many amazing rappers and singers and beat producers out there. So this is just a place to showcase your skills. We showcase our skills. We make music every week, which we love doing anyways. We get to show new artists to new people and new people to new artists.
So if you'd like to get featured next, message me here on Instagram or email me and we will get in touch pretty soon.
Please do it fast because a waiting list is forming and we don't want anyone waiting around. Keep scrolling by.
See you Friday.
Peace.
Bye-bye.